My name's Dan, and this is my whiteboard. Today I want to look at how courage requires risk. Have you ever thought about that? Everyone wants to be courageous, but not many people want to take a risk. One of my favorite movies of all times is The Wizard of Oz. There's Dorothy, there's the Scarecrow, there's the Tin Man, and then there's that cowardly lion. And what was he missing? Courage. All through the movie, all through the book, he runs away. He embraces his fear, not courage. But then there's that moment when Dorothy's in trouble, and he has to not run away. He has to face his fear, and he storms the castle to get the witch's broom. Courage is the quality of the mind or of the spirit that enables a person to face difficulty, danger, pain. They overcome their fear. It's interesting that in the Bible, fear is mentioned 336 different times. Courage is talked about 97 times. We need to have courage. It doesn't mean we live without fear. It just means that we overcome the fear. But when you look at courage, you also have to realize that in courage, you need to have risk. You need to take risks. It requires risk. Risk is defined as exposure to a chance of injury or loss. Now, not all risk is going to end up with injury or loss, but it might. So when you take courage, you also need to understand there is a risk. Jesus said there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for his friends. There's a risk to love. There's a risk to everything. If we are going to be people who have courageous imagination, we need to be people who are willing to take a risk. If we sit in the corner and embrace fear, there is no courage. The opposite of fear is desire. When we see that our desire is greater than our fear, we are then willing to risk. Sometimes to risk it all. Do you want to have more courage? Is there some kind of danger ahead of you that you need to move through? Risk. Risk is what you need. So, courage requires risk. And risk, sometimes it may be just taking the road less traveled. Well, I'm Dan, and this is my whiteboard.